think after 9/11 that security at our local airports would be airtight. And it sure looks that way. You and I have to go through security, and so do some airline employees. Some, but not all.
How difficult would it be for you or any employee to bring a bomb into the system?
Easy.
Until recently, this man was a ramp agent at Oakland International Airport. Most days he carried his personal bag to work. So watch as he enters the secure area without his bag being x-rayed, without walking through a metal detector. Then he's on the tarmac, loading and unloading your luggage, and no one has any idea what's in his bag or on his body. On this day, it's a hidden camera. It could have been something much more sinister.
You'll see bags that fall off the baggage carts. If you were to pick up one of those bags from another airplane, put something in that bag, and then go take it to that airline, they're just going to put it on the flight.
Now he even has access to the planes. Never mind if he doesn't know the code to open the jetway, it's scrawled right next to the door. He can go inside planes, even into cockpits. But he's been through a background check, right?
I assume that you couldn't start work without some kind of a background check?
At the company that I'm working for now, that doesn't really seem to happen. I still have yet to this day to be fingerprinted, and I've been there for about 3 months.
But at least he has a badge, right? After all, federal regulations say employees have to have a badge, and to get that badge, they must clear an FBI background check. But our employee, the one who has all that access, hasn't had a background check.
That's outrageous. That's bloody outrageous.
Ken Carlisle is a security specialist.
He could have perpetrated a crime, jeopardized the safety of passengers and the aircraft. The background check assures the airport that this person is indeed who he says he is, and that we've had an opportunity to see what other kinds of ties that he may have to disparate and unorthodox groups.
With a little help from the inside, even non-employees can enter secured areas. Watch as a 5 Investigates photographer, invited by our insider, walks right through this door, onto the tarmac, and rides a tug all over the restricted area of the airport. He too has access to luggage and to planes, and he doesn't even work there. About 20 minutes after he entered the so-called restricted area, an employee spotted him shooting video with this camera, but instead of alerting security, the worker simply told our photographer he'd have to leave.
He wasn't asked to step over, let's have a conversation, what are you doing, who are you? There really isn't any security, it's nonsense.
It may seem like we're telling outsiders how to infiltrate our airports, but if we can figure this out, so can they. We feel it's more important to expose the problem so it can be fixed before it's too late.
That's why before this story aired, we shared our videotape with the Transportation Security Administration, which is in charge of security at the nation's airports.
The tape that you showed us does not show enough information for us to come out and give you a firm comment on it. Security is always our #1 concern.
Let me ask you about a couple of specific things that are pretty black and white. How is it possible for so many people to get on the tarmac to have access to luggage and planes with no ID, no badges?
It's very difficult for us to even comment on that. It's inconclusive.
But you can see
we don't have enough sufficient information.